I'm proud to be patron of the Endometriosis Foundation, and I applaud the fantastic work they are doing to support those suffering from endometriosis. I first met Carla, the founder and the CEO, when she attended one of my constituency surgeries, when she explained to me her story and what she had been through since first being diagnosed with endometriosis in January 2016. It became obvious that whilst affecting around 1 in 10 women, there was very little public awareness of the condition. So in March 2018, we launched the all-party parliamentary group on endometriosis with the aim of raising awareness of the condition and to investigate how those who suffer from endometriosis can get the support which they so urgently need. The all-party parliamentary group launched an inquiry in February 2020 to find out more about the experiences of those living with endometriosis and to produce recommendations to the government on how to improve endometriosis care. We received over 10,000 responses to our survey and heard countless first-hand experiences from those who suffered as a result of the condition. The findings of this inquiry were launched in October last year and showed the shocking reality of what it is like to live with endometriosis. We found that there has been no improvement to diagnosis time for the condition in that last decade, and the average time for diagnosis is still 8 years, which is totally unacceptable. The report also showed that once people receive a diagnosis, they do not always have access to the specialist care and support which they so urgently need. Some of the most devastating findings were the impact that endometriosis can have on all aspects of a person's life, with people describing how the condition has affected their mental health, social lives, relationships, employment and education. Having looked at the findings of the inquiry, the all-party parliamentary group produced some key recommendations to the government on how to improve endometriosis care, and we have since met with both Nadine Dorries, the Minister of State at the Department of Health, and Nick Gibb, Minister of State at the Department for Education, discuss how our findings can actually be delivered. Now, when we launched this inquiry, we did not anticipate that we would be carrying it out in the middle of a global pandemic. We are very aware that the outbreak of COVID-19 and the subsequent impact on the provision of health service across the UK has only increased the uncertainty and anxiety felt by those suffering with endometriosis. In December, the all-party parliamentary group held a virtual panel discussion with both patients and medical experts on the impact of the pandemic on endometriosis care, and heard the experiences of those who had seen their surgeries and treatments cancelled and delayed. The need to act on the findings of our inquiry has only been made more urgent by the coronavirus pandemic, and it is so important that those with chronic conditions such as endometriosis are not overlooked. Myself and my fellow members of the all-party parliamentary group are totally committed to making sure that endometriosis remains at the top of the agenda and real change is made for the 1.5 million people that suffer from the condition. Finally, I would like to thank Carla and the rest of her wonderful team for everything that they are doing to raise awareness of the condition, informing and supporting people affected by endometriosis, and I stand ready to help in whatever way I possibly can.